I have a blog. I have many blogs, actually. Chris.Pirillo.com, LockerGnome.com. In fact, I linked to a blog article for you to look at on how to start a blog. And I know most of my audience is going, what? It's easy to do. I agree. But this video is really more for people who don't know how to start a blog. That's why we created the article. So if you have any tips for anybody who might be watching this video on how to start a blog, where should they start beyond the tips that we've written up in the link that's in the video's description itself. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and look at that on my computer here and +1 it, like it, and tweet it so that everybody else can see it. It's not as difficult as you'd think it was. The simplicity of pressing a button, having potentially a subdomain or web domain that is like chris.pirillo.com. That's a subdomain of pirillo.com. It was easy to set up, easy enough. And if you're not sure how to do it, you can probably find a geek to assist. We have plenty of people in Nomies at nomies.com. That's not a blog. It's really there to give each other business advice and help, especially in terms of technology. You can find someone to help. But if you don't have anybody who can help you, you can head over to a handful of free services to start a blog. The bigger challenge with blogging is knowing what you're going to blog about. Start with what you know. And you may think, my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to blog about. Really? Do you have any tips, tricks, things that you do in your life anyway? You're not the only one who's interested in knowing more. And sticking with it, of course, is also important. We've written about how to write regularly on your blog. But in terms of the setup, it is, at this point, click, simple. It's not a challenge. You may be making it more of a challenge than it is. Now, if you want to talk about customizing and making your blog better, yeah, it's going to take a little more time. But in terms of getting started, it is pretty easy. And note that what Fazal says, sometimes videos can be quicker and more content-rich for you. You can do a video, put it on YouTube like I've done, and embed it in the blog instead of writing if you're afraid of writing. And some people are, and that's okay. Some people are afraid of doing videos. Well, hopefully one of those two things would make you happy. You could post photos too. Photos, videos, text. It's a rich world that's waiting for you. And believe me, you'd think that nobody cared. They do. They care. And if you want help getting set up, if this article doesn't do the job for you, leave a comment and say what you need help with specifically if we didn't address it here. One of our Nomies might be able to help you. Or if you know what you're talking about and we missed a tip in terms of how to set up your blog, leave a comment on the post so that the people who are reading to learn more about how to do something can be helped.